Okay, so I think the first question I have to ask as a high school student is how is the transition from high school to university?
Okay, so may I answer this?
Of course, please go ahead.
Because like I'm very old. I'm 20 already. I know it's inappropriate to say that I'm old, but I think going to VinUni is kind of a big change to me. Actually, I've been to the US, as I said, I've been to the US 2 years ago, and I experienced so many shocks, and especially is the change in the shift in studying environment, where I met people coming from different places, and I also have to study like an entire like different system of education, and it was struggling for me at first because I didn't know that there was office hours and there was teaching assistant and such. And what I knew about in Vietnam is that not many schools also provided that as well. We don't usually have teaching assistant and office hours in other universities. But at Vin, I don't think that is going to be a big of a problem because we have many teaching assistant like sessions, office hours, and our peers are very like sociable. Even if they have background in like science or not, they're still gonna like lend us a hand, and we could ask them basically everything. Um, and another thing I would say the transition would be uh, there would be one more thing regarding the what is it called? What is it called? Uh, the workload. So although I don't know about you, Alyah, but I also graduated from a specialized high school and Son as well. And when we moved to VinUni, we still feel like the subjects and the assignments are very heavy. Um, but like I think it's all about the organizing skill, and to help you with that, I think there's student council, which Son is in one of that. It's a club, and it's organized by students from school, and that's where you can come to and have like advice from people who are very outstanding at school, and they will give you advice like one on one. So you have all the support from Vin. So it's not. I don't think it's going to be a bigger problem when transitioning from like high school to uni anymore.
That's very reassuring to hear. My second question would be what does a normal day-to-day routine look like at Vin University? Like just like your day.
Okay. Because we're girls, so it's easier for me to answer this. Okay, so usually we have classes from 9. That is the earliest one. So it's very appropriate. I think that scheduling it's so fine. Um, and then we usually hold like 3 class maximum per day, right? So maximum.
Yeah, actually, maximum of three. I think
Yeah.
so.
So that is not much because like we do have like a gap between the first class and the two next class. So there will be a lunch break for about like an hour or two, and then we will have the next two class. Usually we would have a lot of time using the sport complex where we like working out. We would play badminton or basketball at the gym. Sorry, at the basketball court. And what else? And then we would return home, like we called our campus a home. So we'd return back to campus, and then we just gather around having group study session. And then basically all the school facilities are for us. We can study at the library after we finish our dinner, or we could just gather around in common spaces. There is a pantry. There's rooms called pantries on like different floors, and we could gather around there and like have like study with each other. So it's gonna be fun. There are gonna be so many activities that I think you'll enjoy.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like a really fun day at school. Doesn't even sound like you're at school.
No, it sounds like I'm just hanging out with my friends. Okay, so this is Dr. Zarin, and she's our program director. She actually got a PhD in medical education, and she's really nice, like and really punctual, very disciplined, very punctual. But remember when I remember when you talk about like you want to have online projects and creative kind of things that could express yourself, she is the right one. She teach us the Intro to Professionalism course, and in those course we have assignments like, for now, for example, we are having to create like creative art piece in which to describe our assigned attribute. So mine was actually work-life balance, and I have to I have to video one blog, and that talk about how is work-life balance is like, and then we will have a reflection on what is the relationship between work-life balance and medical field. So those kind of things you can experience through this course, directed by her, and she's very important, and you're gonna see her very long time. That was very close. He was the vice dean.
The vice
He
dean.
was the vice dean. Yes.
Vice dean.
He was the vice dean of CHS. And he's famous for like what is it called? Public health. And he has been working in VinMech and joining Vin Group for a while now. People know him for his research interest is like in what is it called? Injury prevention in Vietnam, with contribution to like law and policies on road traffic safety, and also he also interests in injury epidemiology and adolescent health issues, and reproductive health and applied information technology in health. So he's very creative person, and very approachable. Like at first, I think he was very hard to like, very difficult to talk to. But then when I actually sit down and get into a meeting with him, he was the funniest person I've ever met, like the funniest faculty. And like, he's so natural and so creative. His way of teaching is very easy to learn. And like, I really want to study him sometimes, but he's not teaching us in this first or second year yet.
You're definitely gonna see him.
Okay, so this is Dr. Maurizio Trevisan. He is the Dean of Health Science at VinUni, and he's known for the cardiovascular disease epidemiologist, and he has been engaged. I'm sorry, I have a sore throat. I hope it's not COVID. He has been engaged in a number of international like epidemiological collaborative kind of studies. And he's focused on the chronic disease prevention in a country transition with like significant shift in the leading causes of mortality and mobility. And I think his brain is so big. I could never imagine, like, whenever talking about epidemiology, I was like, how can people study that subject? How? It's just like anatomy. I can't imagine how this man could be so successful. He has so many published as well. And he's just like a father to me. Like whenever I talk to him, he's like, don't worry, I've been through there. You don't have to be worried so much. It's okay. Just do it one thing at a time. He's very he's so like comforting, and I just really love him. Although I didn't meet him a lot, but he's very comforting.